In this video, we will be replacing the power steering reservoir on this Nissan Altima. It's located under the hood on the right side. You're going to want to take off your cap for your power steering reservoir. You're going to use something like a turkey baster tool to suck out the fluid. Make sure you have a drip pan ready or a container to put it in. All right, now that you've siphoned out all the fluid, you're going to put your cap back on. And the next thing you're going to do is remove these hose clamps. There's one here, and there's one down there. Before I do that, you're going to use these hose pinchers, and it's going to clamp off the hose, so when you remove it, it doesn't put fluid all over the place. If you don't have one of those, you can also use locking pliers. Just twist this wing nut until it squeezes the hose so nothing comes out when you take the hose clamp off. That looks about good. Now you're going to use some pliers. And you're going to squeeze this clamp like this. And push it down the hose. At this point, you can either turn the hose like this just to free it up, or you can use a pair of pliers if it's really stuck on there. Now I'm going to use a little pry bar. Then I'm just going to pull off the hose. All right, so you want to catch the fluid that's left over in the reservoir. I'm just going to put the hose back on a little bit now that it's free, just so that whatever's left over in the reservoir doesn't get all over the place. I'm going to use these long needle nose pliers to be able to get to this other clamp. This one's a little more challenging to get to. Okay. And again, you're going to squeeze the clamp and push it down the hose. So now I'm going to put on my hose pincher, wherever you can find a good spot. And you're just going to tighten it down, the wing nut. And now I'm going to push this hose off. For that, I'm going to use a long pry bar. You might want to yank it on the back as you're pushing it with the pry bar. And once that happens, you want to put your finger on there until you can get the hose slightly back on, just to catch the fluid that's left. So now you know that both hoses are off, but you're able to control the fluid. At this point, you definitely want to put a drip pan down there to catch anything that may come out. So now the hoses are off. I'm just resting this one upright so the fluid stays in the hose. And this one can come off completely. And also rest it upright, maybe on top of the AC line here. Make sure you have plenty of rags available just to catch the fluid that's remaining in the reservoir that you weren't able to get out. Now you're going to unlock this little tab over here on the back of the reservoir. I'll show you on the new one. It locks into this spot here. It's facing this way though. And it slides in here on the bracket in the back. So what you want to do is you're going to pull out the tab and then you're going to slide up the reservoir. So to do that, you're going to use a flathead screwdriver. You're going to shimmy it in there. You're going to pull it up. Then you're going to put the pry bar underneath. Once it gets past that locking mechanism, you should be able to pull it up. Make sure you have your fingers on where the hoses go so you don't dribble everywhere. So the new Reservoir comes with 2 red stoppers on it. You're going to take those off. All right, once you get those off, you're ready to slide this back hose onto this one. Make sure that your clip area is facing where it belongs, so you don't put it in backwards. Twist a little bit, push as you twist. Once you get that on, take your needle nose, squeeze that clamp, bring it right up to the hose where it begins, and make sure you feel for the lip. Just make sure the hose is all the way on, and then put the clamp right after this lip so that you have a good seal. Now we're going to do this front hose. Same thing. Push it on. Might take a little wiggling. Very tight fitting hose, okay? Very tight. I'm going to move this down. All right, now that you get the hose on, you can slide your clamp back up. I usually place it right back where it was with the indents of the hose. And now here we are at this bracket. You're going to take your reservoir, you're going to slide it down. There's little slits on either side, and you just push it down until it clicks. And be sure to double check that you have removed all your pinch clamps. So now we're ready to fill your power steering reservoir. You're going to use ATF or Dextron 6 is per recommendation of the manufacturer. You can also refer to your owner's manual. It should tell you what it is. Now that you've filled it, you're going to take your funnel out, put your cap back on, and you are going to make sure the front of the car is lifted up, wheels off the ground. You're going to get in the car and you're going to go back and forth about 20 times, lock to lock. Then you're going to check your fluid again and make sure you fill it to the max line. Then we're going to start the car and go back and forth about 5 times, and you should be good.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.